friend McNeil. I have a new best friend. It's the Accuquilt GO machine. So let me show you this. Look how handy it is. I can carry it anywhere, to quilting retreat or over to my friend's house or up to the quilting shop. And it opens real easily. Today I want to show you a couple of tricks to making applique a lot faster and easier. First, I've chosen a die here. It has a dragonfly and a butterfly on it. And I outlined those dies with a paint pen marker, so it makes it real easy to do. So I'm going to show you how easy it is. I put one piece of fabric on the dragonfly, another piece on the butterfly. If these are too long, I can just roll them or curl them up so they'll be out of the way. Then I want to protect my die blades, so I cover it with a cutting mat, put it into my machine, and turn the crank. Real easy and fast to do. And it actually cuts through 4 to 6 layers all at one time. So I end up with lots of butterflies and dragonflies. Sometimes I have to peel them off the mat a little bit, but let me show you this. Look at all these butterflies I have. They're going to be flying everywhere in my garden. And then I have dragonflies too, and all these I did with one cut. So if you want to create a couple bodies on your butterflies or dragonflies, simple to do. Just take this, you cut right there along the body on either side. And now you can actually use these to piece these ones together. So I can use that body for my butterfly, or I could switcheroo and use it on a different dragonfly to get a different look. Could even take these wings and put them under here. Create lots of layers. Isn't that fun? So let me show you the next project I want to do. I'm going to take up all my scraps. I'm going to use the same die. This time I'm going to put 4 dragonflies in a circle. I just take a piece of fabric. Now a lot of times I like to pre-cut my fabrics or use layer cakes because they're just the right size, because I'm pretty thrifty. I don't like to waste my fabrics. So after I've folded this, I position it on my dragonfly. I want to leave these wings attached. I put this through here, cover it with my mat again, and push it right through here. You know, if you tried to cut 4 layers with scissors all at one time, they'd want to shift and move on you. And I forgot to tell you, but I'll tell you now, that if you iron steam a seam 2 or wonder under on the bottom of your fabric before you run it through the cutter, then everything's ready to iron on. Look at those dragonflies. Doesn't that make a pretty wreath? So all the instructions to all of this are right here in the Quilting on the Go book. Wonderful projects. I've shown you today how to do some applique pieces. So let me just show you a few samples. I have on my Christmas apron. I like to get ready early for Christmas. So here I have a tree, some holly, and check out this snowflake. I cut 4 of them one time through the Accuquilt machine. That would be almost impossible to cut by hand. So let me show you a couple. Now you don't have to make quilts all the time. Here are a couple little pillows with applique. And you can use different fabrics in the machine. This is chenille here. Here's a little quilt to match. Those pretty. And then this quilt has no batting in it, just for another little tip. I use chenille fabric on the back, and that just gives it a little warmth and bulk to make it very handy. Quilted on my home machine. Here's a little purse. You can see it's made from this flower die, little leaves. And back here I have my favorite quilt of all time. This is a row of the month. So every month I used a different die to make this quilt. A triangle, checkerboard, other triangles, the flowers just like on the purse, the flower pot, other triangles, side triangles. That was so much fun. I just love this quilt. So by the end of a year, you'll have a whole quilt if you just do a row a month.